to my channel. In this video I'm going to discuss about the most crucial part of the entire machine learning stage, that is model deployment. Okay, it is very important, model deployment, because ultimately how we are going to deploy is how it will reach to the end users. Okay, so suppose once a model is performing well, now it is deployed to a production environment. Okay, so there are different deployment options. One is on premises, like we can deploy on a local servers. Then we can use cloud deployment techniques. Either we can use AWS, which is Amazon Web Service. We can deploy it on cloud service. Okay, cloud services. It could be either AWS, then Azure, or GCP. Okay, these are basically the cloud platforms. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services, Azure is of Microsoft, and GCP is Google Cloud Platform, which is of Google. Okay, now we can also perform edge deployment techniques. So edge deployment, so we can deploy it in this way, deploy on mobile devices. If we are deploying, okay, mobile devices or IoT, which is Internet of Things, okay, we can deploy to these devices also. Then deploying methods, we'll discuss about the deploying methods, that how we are going to deploy these models. There are basically two types. One is batch processing, okay, batch processing, and the other one is real time, which is also called as online endpoint. Okay, real time or online endpoint, and this is batch processing. So batch processing is basically when the model is scheduled. Okay, when the model is scheduled to run in batches at a scheduled times. Okay, so you can call it as when model runs on scheduled times. Okay, then it is called as batch processing. And in real time API, basic in this is, you can call it as real time API. Okay, so in this, basically model serves predictions on live data. When the data keeps coming live, okay, when the model serves prediction on live data, so here we use REST API. Okay, so this is not the only step. Once our model is deployed, then we have to check for model monitoring also. Okay, model monitoring is very important, that how our model keeps performing. Okay, so this is very important. So once we have deployed the model, so it needs to be in the continuous monitoring stage to ensure the performance, so that the performance should not be changed, right, it remains optimal. So there are key challenges. First key challenges is data drift, where data keeps changes. Like, so if real world data changes, so the model may become inaccurate, right? So this is one of the issues which we face. Then the second is concept drift. Okay, concept drift. Okay, sorry for my mistake. Concept drift. Okay, so this is basically the relationship between variables that may be involved over time. So this is concept drift. And then comes performance degradation. So we can also monitor the metrics, and if it is required, so we need to retrain the model also if necessary. Retraining is very important part now, because after certain times we can notice the changes in the data, and model accuracy is not as good. So in that case we need to retrain the model. Okay, so you can just uh, write at that 11th step, you can just call it as model retraining. Okay, retraining. So model retraining is basically that over time model require updates to adapt to a new data. So in this you can just there are different approaches here also. One is scheduled retraining. So in this, basically you can retrain your model at the fixed intervals. Then it is continuous learning, where you can use streaming data to update the model incrementally. You can write continuous learning. Okay, and then third is A/B testing. It is very important. I think if you are the student of statistics and all, then I mean, if you know basic machine learning, then also you have studied this A/B testing, where we compare the different versions to find the best model. Okay, So the entire summary I'll give you in the next video of the entire thing. It is just a 2 or 3 minutes video. Okay, thank you.